Okay, Miss Poonam, can you hear me properly there? May I move ahead, please?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And my screen is also visible to you, right? We are right now there in an Excel file where few sums are written.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Thank you very much. Okay, so Poonam, your sum was already done? No, not done. We were supposed to do it. Good. Let's read that question carefully and then we will start solving it. I hope everyone is ready with the pen and paper there. Though they would be there online, they must be ready with the pen and paper. Miss Poonam deposits 20,000 in a bank and settles to withdraw 1800 per year for her personal expenses. She begins to withdraw from the end of the first year and goes on spending at this rate. So, in a normal language, it tries to convey us that 1800 rupees is being taken from the account on annual basis. In how many number of years? The entire amount will be ruined if the interest rate is 5% per annum. First of all, try to identify whether it's an annuity or not. Yes or no, Miss Anshu? सर आपने ही तो बनाया है वर्कशीट तो उधर एन्युटी लिखा तो एन्युटी है नो नो नॉट लाइक दैट conceptually whether it's an annuity or not. Number two, what are the things given to you in the annuity? What kind of an annuity is this? Ordinary or annuity due? May I have the answer on this, please? Ordinary, because at the end of the year, good sir. Now we are supposed to find the number of periods in which this 1800 rupees will be absorbed. So let's start solving this question. We all know that, sir, it's the present value of ordinary annuity. That formula shall be useful. And here it's by default black color, which I don't like. Let me convert that to red. Right? Yes, around 16 years. Good. So we have got the answer from Miss Jogeshwari. Please have a digital round of applause for her, as well as all those two students who are sitting over here. Anshu has done it good. Hitesh would be like, nahi, nahi, acha. Okay. Then I have R. I, that stands for the installment amount. 1 minus 1 divided by 1 plus R raised to N divided by R. So here we have this kind of a formula. Sir, I we have, okay, so let's put the I there. How much? 1800. Sir, PV is also given because see, here in this case, she has deposited 20,000 rupees, which is a present value. The present value of annuity. So 20,000 rupees has been deposited, 1800 would be withdrawn on a yearly basis for how many number of years? Sir, that's what we are supposed to find. 1 minus 1 divided by R. R is also given to us. 1 plus 0.05. And N would be N because we do not have N. In denominator 0.05. Okay, let's move further. I'm solving it horizontally. Therefore, I hope Miss Poonam is able to get this and all the students who have joined online are able to understand this.
Yes, sir.
Good. So 20,000, let me simplify this further, equal to 1800 in bracket 1 minus 1 divided by 1.05 raised to n, and that is to be divided by 0.05 again, sir. Good. Now let's simplify this further. That's very easy to do. If you couldn't do it, please concentrate over here. Therefore, 20,000, sir, whatever is there in the denominator will come into the numerator if we'll be changing the sides. So let me change the side of 0.05. So that will come in the multiplication over here, 0.05. And 1800 is also there, right? If we take 1800 over there in the left hand side, so multiplication will become division. Yes or no, Miss Anshu? Very elementary level of math. So divided by 1800. So equal to 1 minus 1 divided by 1.05 raised to n. Now you will be solving the left hand side of this. May I have the answer, Ms. Jokeshwari, the left hand side of this? 0.5555. Good. So let's take it up to 4 digits. So 1 minus 1 divided by 1.05 raised to n. I'm solving horizontally. So therefore, sir, there is a 1 on right hand side. Let's take it in the left hand side. So therefore, 0.5555 minus 1 equal to 1 divided by 1.05 raised to n. So here we'll have something in minus 0.4445 equal to 1 divided by, and sir, over there in a 1 divided by, before that there is a minus. Why do you forgetting that minus? Our whole answer will get changed. Okay, my mistake. 1.05 raised to n. इधर भी minus, उधर भी minus, अंशु. Minus cancel. So therefore 0.4445 equal to 1 divided by 1.05 raised to n. Good. So therefore, may I write it like this? Let's take the again the sides. इसको मैं left hand side पे ले लूँ, इसको मैं right hand side पे ले लूँ. So how does it look like? So 1.05 raised to n, right? Because that was in a numerator, so it will denominator, so it will come in the numerator. Yes or no, Mishanshu? Equal to 1 divided by 0.4445 was there in the numerator. It will come in the denominator. 0.4445. So therefore 1.05 raised to n equal to how many? 2.2497. Good. Now here we are mathematically stuck, and whenever we are stuck, we go to the mother. We go to the mother by saying that, oh mom, I'm stuck now, and the mother of mathematics is logarithm. So we go to the logarithm. Mummy, problem aa gaye. So mummy would be like, okay, I am there with you. Let's take log on both the sides. So whenever I take the log, taking log, whatever is there in a power will come in multiplication. So n will come in multiplication. Yes or no, Mishanshu? N will come over here, sorry. So log of 1.05 equal to here as well log of 2.2497. Okay, so effectively I can write it like therefore n equal to log of 2.2497 divided by log of 1.05. So equal to, let's take the log table now. How you will be finding the log? 22 में 4 का value, 9 का mean difference you will be adding. Sir, you will have to do it. Okay. Good. So Miss Jogeshwari has got the answer, but I'll be doing it again. 3519 is the answer. Okay, let's check it. 22 का वैल्यू देखना है 4 में, 4 के टेबल में 9 का मेन डिफरेंस ऐड करना है. Sir, 22. Here we have 22. Sir, which value needs to be added? Sir, 4 needs to be added. So 22 में 4 is 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is the value 3502 in which the 9's min difference would be added. So 9's min difference is 17. Here we have 17. So 17 will be added in 3502. So if you add 17 in 3502, it will become 3519. 3519. Can someone tell me where we will be putting the decimal in this case now? 0.3519. Why? Because sir, before point there was one digit. If you reduce 1 from 1, answer should start with 0. Log of 1.05. I'll be checking. 10 में 5 का 10 में 5 का ना. अच्छा सर, 10 में 5 का कितना है? 0 से शुरू हुआ, देखा? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. सर इधर देखा हुआ है ना 5 का. So it's 0, 2, 1, 2. So let me put the value 0, 2, 1, 2 there. 0, 2, 1, 2. Again, where will be putting the decimal? Yes, Anshu. अच्छा, पॉइंट से पहले कितने डिजिट है? नंबर की नहीं, डिजिट की बात करो. कितने डिजिट? 1 डिजिट. पॉइंट से पहले 1 डिजिट है ना, 1.05 में. तो एक डिजिट में से एक लेस करना, मतलब कि कितना आता है? 0. तो 0 से अपन का आंसर शुरू होना चाहिए. 0.020 मतलब 0 से शुरू होना चाहिए, मतलब 0 हमें और ऐड करना है. उधर तो एक 0 है, उधर से शुरू मत कर देना, अदरवाइज तो आंसर ऊपर चला जाएगा. लेट्स डिवाइड इट. हाउ मेनी नंबर ऑफ इयर्स वी गेट? 16.51 years. If someone asks you this in a month, how you'll be able to solve this? 16 years plus something month. Can someone tell me? That's a manual calculation. How you'll be doing it? You?
Convert into month.
Yes, very true. Convert it into month. Oh, convert into month. That's a familiar voice I'm listening now. I guess Jinkle. Good to see that Jinkle is back.
Yes, sir.
Good to see that Jinkle is back. Sir, 16 years and something is there. So, sir, 1 year equal to 12 months. Then 0.51 year equal to how many number of months? Can someone tell me? 0.51 multiplied by 12 divided by 1. Cross multiplication. 6.12 months. Some people would be like, sir, 0.2 month को days में कर देते. Then they would be getting some minutes. Sir, 0.21 minutes को है ना अपन seconds में कर देते. वो तो चलता ही रहेगा, चलता ही रहेगा, चलता ही रहेगा. इतना ज्यादा करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Okay, so 16 years and 12 months would be taken by Miss Poonam to absorb her entire 20,000 of rupees which she has deposited. Right now, here in this case, we have thought from the perspective of the investment. So first you are making the outflow and then you are receiving the inflow. In case of a loan, first you receive the inflow and then you pay in terms of outflow. Okay, let's move ahead. Question number 3, everyone would be solving this. What is first the requirement of it? Let's check it out. Mr. Ali has taken the loan of 30,000 US dollars, which is to be repaid with interest of 6% per annum, compounded half yearly, in equal installments payable at the end of 6 months for 10 years. What is the size of each installment? What will be the total interest of the loan? So there are two questions. One is we are supposed to find the installment amount. Another one is we are supposed to find the total interest of the loan. Can someone tell me how can we find the installment amount? First of all, is it an annuity? Yes, sir. Number two, ordinary annuity or annuity due? Ordinary annuity, because at the end of every 6 months we are going to pay something. So what is that something is to be found? So only factor which is missing in the formula is the I. So let's put everything and find the I. Yes or no? Okay, the same formula. Let me take it somewhere and you may start doing it along with me. Just 1 second. Good. So can someone tell me the formula now? PV equal to I in bracket 1 minus 1 divided by 1 plus R raised to n divided by R. So let's put everything in the formula. Therefore, loan amount has been taken 30,000 USD. So whatever the denomination it would be, we do not have any concern. I we are supposed to find. You can assume I as X. You can put I as I only. 1 minus 1 divided by 1 plus R. Can someone tell me what will be the R?
0.06.
6 के 3.
0.06 divided by 2.
Very true. Huh? Absolutely. So it would be divided by 2. So 6% would be divided by 2. So 0.03. Okay. And raised to?
20.
Very true.
20.
10 into 2. So in 1 year we have 2 semi-annual. So if you multiply it by 2, so we get 20 as an n there. That is to be divided by 0.03 again. Therefore, 30,000. Now it's the basic elementary math. I 1 minus, let me simplify this further. So 1.03 raised to 20 to be divided by 0.03. So therefore 30,000 equal to I in bracket 1 minus 1 divided by 1.03 raised to 20. I have given you enough number of times the shortcut. I hope you are able to implement this shortcut now. May I have the final answer, please? 0.5537. Online students may verify this further. It's 35537. That is to be divided by 0.03. Again, let's solve the numerator first. Therefore, 30,000 equal to I in bracket 1 minus 0.5537. What do you get? 4463? Yes or no? Yes, sir. 4463 to be divided by 0.03. Good.
14.876.
Very good. So 30,000 equal to I, and we would get
14.876.
876. Good. Fine, you can take it up to 4 digits to reduce the approximation error. Therefore, 30,000 divided by 14.876 equal to I. So therefore, I equal to how much?
2016.67.
2016.67. So that's gonna be the installment amount of Mr. Ali. Now, there is one more requirement, that is to find the interest. Can someone give me a bit of a hint that how we'll be able to find the interest in this case? A bit of a logic needs to be run.
First, total of principal amount.
1 second, Jogeshwari. One person is saying at the same time. Yes, yes.
Total of principal amount.
So principal is 30. That is the loan amount we have taken. Then
multiply by frequency. 20
okay.
month. 10 years at 20 month.
Okay, good. Now let's take this further. See, installment amount pays as stated by Ms. Jogeshwari here is that 2016.67, right? Now you'll be paying these installments for how many number of periods? Can you say that, Ms. Anshu? Installment कितनी बार pay करना है? 20 बार? 20 times, right? So 20 times installment pay करने वाले हो, so that is the total amount you will be paying in terms of interest as well as the principal, right? So here I can write it first like what's going to be the total future value. So total future value is nothing but all the amounts you will be paying as a part of installment multiplied by total number of times. So 2016.67 multiplied by how many number of times you are paying this? 20 times. So can someone tell me the answer now? 4033.4. So So that's gonna be the future value. That means it's the summation of all the installments you are making. And if you find the summation of all the installments you are making, then if you reduce the present value from that, that is nothing but the interest amount. So instead of FV, you can just write it like summation of all installments. Then also it's fine. So therefore, interest equal to 4333.4 minus the PV, and PV is the amount of loan we have taken, 30,000. So how much is the interest paid by him? 10333.4. That is also in dollars. I hope everyone has got the answer now. Shall I move ahead? So present value of annuity is getting clear. Good. Now third sum, I'll just be guiding you. You people will be solving it. Let's see that how many of you will be able to solve that. Mr. Mohammed, I'm really sorry, Mr. Mohammed, if the spelling is wrong. Mr. Mohammed buys the house paying 75,000 rupees in cash and the balance 30 installments of 60,000 each at the beginning of every 6-month period. If the interest is reckoned at a rate of 7% per annum compounded semi-annually, then what is the price of the house? Try to understand this question carefully. He is going to make the payments in two parts. One is the down payment, which is paid straight away in the cash. How much? 75,000 rupees. And 6,000 rupees of installment will be paid for 30 times at the beginning of every 6 months. So effectively I can say for 15 years. And that is at the beginning of the 6th month. So beginning माने कि कौन सी वाली annuity होगी? Annuity due. So you'll have to find the amount of loan, add the down payment you have made, that is 75,000 rupees. So that's gonna be the price of your house. Let's start doing it. Last one. 75,000 rupees is paid in cash right now. So you won't be finding the present value of that 75,000 rupees. It is already a present value. अगर ऐसा बोला होता कि 75,000 will be paid after 10 years, after 15 years, तो उसका भी present value अभी find करना पड़ता. Are you getting it? Good. Yes, loan का जो amount आएगा ना उसमें 75,000 add कर देना straight away. Everyone, please find this. लेकिन ड्यू वाला फॉर्मूला यूज करना, ऑर्डिनरी वाला नहीं. सम पीपल वुड बी लाइक, सर फिर से बता दो कौन सा फॉर्मूला है. उनको मालूम था ना, नहीं लिखा होगा कितने सरों ने. सो एनयूटी ड्यू फॉर्मूला इज दिस. आई कैन से पीवी इक्वल टू आई in bracket 1 minus 1 divided by 1 plus r raised to n. पहला जो फॉर्मूला था as it is, what of the formula you had, write it as it is, divided by r. Now here in this case we would be reducing 1 from n, और n को reduce किया, ordinary वाला नहीं है तो पिक्चर में कौन आ गए? चाचा जी, +1. So let's solve this now. Okay, sir, sum. मैं सम नहीं हूं. I hope online students are doing it. May I have a छोटू सा
30 direct install.
कहना जा पे रुशा, number of installments. Others, पूनम, जिंकल. आज जिनके चर्चे हैं वो दोनों ही नहीं है, कोई बात नहीं. देखेंगे वो ऑनलाइन। पोपट कर दिया सर का खड़े खड़े। Whatever the amount of loan you people get, let me know please. And whatever the amount of loan you get, just add 75,000 right now. Do not find the present value of 75,000 because it's already the present value. It's paid in cash right now. ऑनलाइन स्टूडेंट्स, आपको क्वेश्चन देखना नहीं है, कोई बता नहीं रहा कि स्नैप ले लिया। Okay, so one answer I have received from Ms. Jogeshwari, others may verify this. That's the amount of loan, right? Okay, so loan amount is how much? 14,222.6. So that is the amount of loan we have taken. We have just applied this annuity due formula, as simple as that, nothing else. Installment amount is also given to you, n is also given to you, which is 30. So minus 1 आएगा उसमें से, so 29 would be there effectively. Okay, once you get this loan amount, you would be adding 75,000 rupees as it is. How much you get? Can someone tell me? 189 222.6. Good. So that's gonna be the amount of house, actually the price of house, which is bifurcated into two parts. One is the down payment, another one is the loan. Good. Others may verify that. Have you got the same answer? Please let me know. Avni has got little different answer. 127,743. Check it out. Jogeshwari, Avni has got a little different answer. Twinkle, as well as Poonam, as well as Anshu may verify this. Okay, my mic is off. Good. Yes, Avni, we have got the answer 114. You may check it out. Now I haven't solved this manually. Ms. Yogeshwari has done it, and that's quite near to the answer given by her. You may check it further. Okay, so that's the end of the present value of annuity. Is it done over there, Yogeshwari Hites? Any clarity required now? Good. Anshu Thaisen? Good. Now, that's the end of the present value. Some of the other things I am keeping up to you. The only one variation which is pending to be done where you will be requiring few more mathematical exercises is finding the rate. When you will be finding the rate, no, at that time it will be little difficult because at that time you'll have to find the interpolation as well as the extrapolation because you will end up getting some kind of a binomial equation which will take you nowhere. So at that time the rate will be found by using some differentiation technique. Anyway, that will do later on. But present value of annuity is completed. Only thing which is remaining to be done is the deferred value, deferred annuity, and the perpetuity. Perpetuity is easy to be done. Deferred annuity is something that is pending to be done that we'll do in the next lecture. So that would be effectively the end of the time value of money in the extreme detailed manner. Is it clear? We have got the time value of money in just every dimension and perspective which was possible. Good. Let me end this now. Avni, did you get it? Did you come to know that where you are making the mistake? I guess 1/6 you are getting, no, that is also slightly higher than the amount we are getting here. That should be 114. Jinkle as well as Poonam may verify this. सब बोले हम तो सिर्फ देख रहे थे, हमने थोड़ी ना करना था. कोई बात नहीं, चलो. Online students may put your enrollment number as a mark of your attendance. I'm writing the attendance of these people manually. Good. See you all. Bye bye. Take care. See you all in the next session. That's it for the day.